All right, in this video, we're going to go over how to automate the data entry process on an Alien ALR 460 reader running Brady's ATA Tag Assistant program. We're going to start again with the home screen, launching the program. And again, you're presented with the read for appending an existing record, the commissioning for creating a new tag completely, or duplicate for cloning. When when you're doing any one of those steps, there's going to be a number of data entry forms that are going to be presented to you. And I wanted to show you, first of all, we're going to go into the configuration thing here, make sure that my barcode scan parser is set for ATA. It can be the Department of Defense version or the ATA version, and we'll go into that, showing you the differences in just a moment. But the idea behind this is that we're going to create a big barcode that's going to be able to be scanned and enter and fill out a form. Here, I'm identifying a tag in my vicinity. I'm selecting the one that I want to work with, and it goes out and it reads the user bank of that tag, showing me, again, the birth record, current, scratch pad, and finally data record. This is a maintenance repair organization's primary task is to add documentation of the work that they're doing on an existing component. For each one of these steps that they could do, install, remove, whatever, there's a form behind it, and that form has several different data segments that can either be manually input or they can be automated. And we're going to try to show you that you really do want to automate this because it's just that much quicker. We're going to use the Bartender label design program to create this tag. You can see if I try to type this in manually, I can do it with a virtual keypad, but I'm always going to make a mistake. I'm going to mistype something, the keys are small, or I might misread something. So here's a way in which we can eliminate all those manual steps. Put the cursor anywhere in the form and scan this barcode off of a screen so that it enters all of that data in a more automated process, eliminating the human error part of it. Now, if you look at the form I've got created, I've got two options, an ATA and a DoD structure. The ATA structure has a slash in between each data segment. You'll see a prefix that identifies what the data is, a space, the value, and a slash. In the DoD format, we add a prefix set of characters, suffix set of characters, and the delimiter is no longer a slash, but rather a group separator. These are control codes. They're ASCII control codes, kind of like a tab or a backspace. They don't really have a printable form, but they do have function. And the Department of Defense will use this structure. There's many suppliers out there that provide parts for both commercial use and DoD use, and on their parts, they may actually barcode the part with this DoD structure. But for entering data into this form, we probably want to use the ATA structure. It's a lot simpler to create and actually to read as well, just for your eyeballs. So it's probably a more efficient way of getting this data created and then input into the form. Now you can put your cursor in any one of these data segments. You don't have to begin at the top of the form. And in fact, the order of these data segments doesn't have to be a specific order in the barcode. The message from scanning it, as I've just done now, will be interpreted by the program on the handheld reader, and it will fit the appropriate cell. And when I click Add, it'll now take all of those values and write it to the tag as a new part history record. It says success, but just to make sure, it does another validation step of reading the entire user bank again. Same birth record, same current record, same scratch pad, and now in the part history, you'll see that we have added one record there that says remove. ACT is an action code, and RMB means removed. And there's all of those. Now we could add multiple steps to fully document the maintenance history of this part throughout its life, up until which time we've used up all the available memory in the user bank for this tag. It's not going to be uncommon that sooner or later you will run out of space there, and so I think think it's good to know that you can actually duplicate a tag as well when you need to clone it and maybe change some of the other historical information on there. But automating the data entry is really a key step to accuracy, and this is a much more a much faster and more accurate means of getting the result back to the tag.